Hey guys, welcome to our YouTube channel Over the Seas. So today we are going to discuss about how we came to Taiwan and a few more questions which are asked by friends and viewers. A lot of guys might have heard about Taiwan because of how it handled COVID. So many big countries in the world are facing this COVID problem. But Taiwan being such a small country and having closer ties with China was still able to manage COVID very well. So the first question is why we moved to Taiwan?
Okay, so basically we are from Hyderabad. So when I was working in Tollywood film industry, so I was looking for a job opportunity abroad. So one of my colleague, he gave me a contact who lives in Taipei. So he referred me here as a dance instructor. So that's how I came to Taiwan.
So he is Munnana. So without expecting anything in return, he helped us
Yeah.
by referring him. So thanks a lot to him. 1 month after he came to Taiwan, I came to Taiwan as well. So I came on a visitor's visa first. So after trying to find a job for like almost 5 months, I couldn't find any job. So I shifted to dependent visa. But as soon as I shifted to dependent visa, I got a call from Taipei startup. So I joined over there. And then I changed to work visa. So without leaving the country, I could change from visitor's visa to dependent visa and from dependent visa to work visa. So it's very easy over here to shift visas. So the next question is, how do we like Taiwan?
Yeah, so Taiwan is like our second home. So we love Taiwan very much. So we have been living here for 3 years. So here the people are very kind and very helpful.
So they are also very friendly. So this is the safest, one of the safest countries in the world. So it is very safe for women. We can go out at any point of time and without fearing that we'll return home safely or not.
Yes.
And it's a free country basically, with a lot of safety. And the country is very neat and everybody follow the traffic rules. So the traffic is also pretty much managed.
Yeah, and the transportation is also very good, and you can travel anyway.
So the Taichung government started an initiative which is like 10 kilometers in the buses is free, 10 kilometers from anywhere. So that is free. So the metro facilities in Taipei are also very good, and metro is also coming to Taichung now in a few days. So the next question is, what is the cost of living or monthly expenses in Taiwan? So basically the rent is very expensive over here. It starts from like 20,000 for a studio room, 20,000 rupees for a studio room. And if you need basic kitchen and then a living room and a bedroom, then it costs you around 37,000 or 40,000 rupees. So if you need like 2 bedrooms or 3 bedrooms, it costs you more. But yeah, so that is the gist of it. So about the living expenses, it costs us around 50,000 INR when we cook almost 6 days a week and eat outside a day in a week. So that is about it. If you manage your cooking, it is cheaper, and if you can't manage the cooking and you have to eat outside every day, it's very costly. So it is the cost I mentioned is for 2 people. So if you are shifting to Taiwan with kids, it's pretty expensive because the education over here, if you want them to join international schools where the education is both in Chinese and English, it's very expensive. Like it's around 70,000 or 60,000 a month. And if you want them to join a local school where the education is completely in Chinese, then it is very cheap. But then if you should prefer this option only if you want to settle in Taiwan or you are looking for staying here for a very long period. So the next question is how to find a job in Taiwan. So there is a website called 104.com. So you can find a lot of jobs over there, but it is in Chinese, but you need to translate it to English and then apply for the jobs. So, and there are also a lot of Facebook groups like non-teaching groups in Facebook, or foreigners looking for jobs in Taiwan, such kind of groups in Facebook that you need to find out. So there are a lot of foreigners who are working as English teachers over here, but then it depends totally on your passport sometimes, because the ARC, the visa is dependent on the passport. If you are from US, UK, Canada or some other countries, then you get a job for English teaching very easily. But if you are from India, then it's a little difficult, but it's not impossible. There are few people also working as English teachers over here, but yeah. And also, if you are a graduate from Taiwan, if you graduated in Taiwan, then it's a little bit easy because you have an advantage over other people who are looking for jobs. So basically, the Taiwan government asks the companies to prefer local people. If they are not able to find the talent in local people, then they opt for foreigners. So it is a little bit difficult for foreigners to find a job over here. And if you know Chinese, it's a lot easier. If you know Taiwanese language, it's very easy when compared to the people who don't speak Chinese. So the next question is, can we survive if we don't know Chinese or Taiwanese?
Of course, we can survive here, but the Chinese is the main language. So if we learn here, so it will be more better for you.
So as we mentioned before, the people here are very friendly. Even if you don't speak Chinese, they still try to help you in some way or the other.
So our next question is, what are the opportunities for higher education? So in Taiwan, if you want to do masters, so the first year is free, and from the second year you can get your scholarship.
So I'm doing my masters over here. I'm doing my masters in international business, IMBA. I got a scholarship in second year, as I mentioned before. So some of my money that I paid was reimbursed, and the minimum qualification for applying masters over here is that you need the graduation, which is of 4 years. That is a minimum requirement, and there is then IELTS. You have to write IELTS if you are not from the English medium. If you are from the English medium, you just need a certificate that from your college that you have studied every subject in English medium. That's all. So those are the basic requirements.
Okay, so now we are moving to next question. So how do we manage our food?
So as we mentioned before, we cook almost 6 days a week. But then when we don't cook, then the Taiwanese food is very cheap. If you want to eat Taiwanese, then most of the foreigners like Taiwanese food a lot, but it doesn't match our taste buds. Like we like some foods like fried chicken with white pepper. So it's very delicious, and there are other foods, but then we prefer to eat spicy food. So Taiwanese food is not as much spicy as Indian food, so we generally cook at home. We bring all the spices from India, and sometimes we buy over here. Like there are some Indian stores, but then they're very costly, and sometimes we do eat Indian food outside, or which is also very expensive over here. And then we eat Thai food. Thai food is also a lot similar to Indian food, so we like Thai food a lot. And then there is Vietnamese food, and then there is Singaporean cuisine, which are also pretty manageable. So that is about the food. So the next question is,
How are the healthcare facilities in Taiwan?
the healthcare is very good. The doctors speak English, so you don't have any problem over here. And then it costs a lot less because the health insurance covers everything, almost everything. Like if you go for an operation or you go for any emergency, everything is covered under health insurance. So all the students have to pay a bit from their pockets for health insurance. And if you're working, so your employer generally pays for your health insurance. So it's quite affordable anyways. So if you are working part-time while studying, then also most of the employers pay your health insurance. That is quite good.
Okay, so we finished. So these are the questions which are asked by our viewers and our friends and relatives. So I think it might be helpful for you to come to Taiwan. It's a very, very beautiful country. So here we have beautiful beaches and the mountains.
No matter you are a mountainous person or a beach person, you'll love Taiwan.
Yeah.